Hi parents, it's Miss Katie, and it's task box time. So today we're going to talk about making a filing task box. I have 4 different ways to make a filing task box. I would not recommend mixing these together. So you could make all 4, you could make 1 or 2, or just 1, depending on the skills or skills that you would like to work on with your kiddo at home. So let's get started. Our first filing task box would be color matching. So I've just got envelopes and I put colors on the front. Now in this task, inside of your student's task box bin, there would be an assortment of things with the colors. So you could just use 2 different colors. If your kiddo is at the point where they're differentiating between 2 things, you could use 5 or 6 colors. It all depends on the level of your child. For this box, I have some very simple ideas where we just cut out some construction paper. And if your box only has 2 different colors of construction paper that your child sorts, either green or red, that's fine. But there are some other ways to add some difficulty to our color sorting as well. So we'll talk about that too. So I'm going to take my red construction paper and put it into my red envelope. Now, another way to do this is to match similar. So I've also got red. However, this is an advertisement that I just clipped out of a magazine, and it's mostly red, so that's going to go also into my red envelope. In my green envelope, I've got 2 other advertisements that I found that were different shades of the color green. So you could, one more time, either just have the same squares of construction paper if you want to keep this very simple, or you could have red and green and yellow and blue and lots of different shades and colors, shades of the color that you would match into your color envelopes depending on the skill level of your kiddo. So that's our color matching filing task. Now, this filing task can also be used with numbers. So here I've got the numbers 1, 2, and 3. You can certainly go higher. You can go up to 10. You can even go up to 50 if you would like to. But in this case, you can either do direct one-to-one correspondence. So you put the digit number 1 into the number 1. Or if you want to add some challenge to this, you could put the word 1 into number 1 if your child's working on some reading skills. And then as we're sorting through, oh look, in my pile there is 3 represented by 3 dots. So your child would need to also do some counting in order to file here. So the 3 would then go into our 3 file. Oh, hey, look, there's a 2 that is the digit 2, so clearly that's going to go into our 2 envelope. And then we've got 2 represented by hash marks, so that would also go into our 2 envelope. So we can do this with direct one-to-one, digit-to-digit correspondence, or you could add some of those challenges where you're asking your child to read or to count. Depending on your child's skill level and what you want them to work on, this is another great filing task. So that's the second way to do the filing task. Our next way to do the filing task is to match shapes. Just like I said before, you can have very simple, straightforward shapes, like a triangle. And you can have direct one-to-one correspondence, matching. A triangle that looks just like this one, or you can have some more interesting ideas like finding the triangle. Woo! I want to make sure you can see that. Finding the triangle inside of an ad and knowing that that goes into the triangle folder. Wow, that might be a bit more of a challenge. Or have some funky shapes like an arrow, and I have an arrow represented with just a line drawing. So even though it's not exactly the same, it is the same shape, so it would go inside. You could also find street signs, things like that, take photos, print them out, however you would want to do that to make this more challenging if you would like to. There's lots of ways that we could do the shapes. So super simple, just matching exactly the same. Or you could find things in the environment or find similar things to sort into your shapes. Our last one is our letters. So as we're filing our ABCs, again, I only have ABC. You could do the whole alphabet if you wanted to. We can do one-to-one correspondence. So capital A goes into capital A. We can do capital letter to lowercase correspondence. Ooh, in my pile I saw a lowercase b, but I know that goes still in my B file. Or we could go even trickier and say, hey, I've got my C folder. I see in my papers that I have a full word cat. The cat, since it starts with a C, would be filed under C. So those are our 4 different ways to do a filing task. You can file alphabetically. You can file shapes. You can sort and file colors, or you can sort and file numerically. I would say for each envelope, start with 3 to 5 different examples to put into the envelopes. And then if your kiddo can fly through that really quick, you can always make more envelopes or more examples to put into your bin for them to sort and file through. Okay, good luck guys. Have a great one.